there were a lie so brilliant that it could fool everyone, wouldn't it simply become the truth? Lies will always be lies, Cypher. But sometimes, they can be more noble than the truth.
Ja, war leider zu offensichtlich. Ich war viel zu sehr klischeemäßig. Heißen, was ist passiert?
The flame in my hand. It's trembling. It's sending me a warning. Lord Finan, in Amphorius' mythology, isn't the Dawn device said to be a gift from Aquila to Kefali?
Why bring this up now? Let's focus on getting back down there.
Lord Finan?
Yes. Nearly every mythologist agrees Aquila gifted the Dawn device to Kefali.
Everyone, calm down. Listen to me. The core flame in my hand trembles violently. Its warmth slipping away like sand through my fingers. It burns through immense energy just to leave me with one message. The Dawn device is extinguished.
Er ist dafür verantwortlich.
I don't know.
If the core flame's message is true, Akama has lost the Dawn device's protection. Darkness will consume the holy city in an instant, and the aftermath will be devastating.
Finan, I feel something too.
Du spürst es auch?
While Hyacinth was speaking, countless streams of memories rose beneath our feet, spiraling into the sky. There are so many, so heavy. Even through the fortress walls, I can still hear them clearly. Birds, nymphs, people, their memories tangled together, their cries echoing as one.
Could this be because of the Titan's fall? But that doesn't make any sense.
Wie wär's, wenn der weiterrennt?
There's no time to dwell on the cause. Without the light of the Dawn device, the holy city will be consumed by darkness, and countless lives will be cast adrift. Everyone, you must return and fulfill the mission of the Chrysos heirs. As for me, Denny, you're still carrying the goose's spirit water, aren't you?
Was? Das war nur eine Vorsichtsmaßnahme, ist doch nicht an der Zeit.
No. The time has come. Open the path to the vortex for me. There's still one thing I can do for the people down there. Return the core flame of Aquila and inherit their divine authority. I'll remain in the sky and cast my protection over the people.
Du bleibst hier?
Yes. I'm afraid this is goodbye, Gray. Danny, I'm counting on you.
Verstanden. Unter den lauten Schritten ihres rasanten Tanzes verbirgt das Getöse der Feier den Herzschlag der Welt. Geisteswasser weisen mir den Weg. Am Ende der Regenbogenbrücke werden die Himmelsbewohner die Dämmerung und den Morgen wiederherstellen. Lady Trivios Vorhersage scheint, dass sie doch noch nicht gescheitert
It
ist.
still feels unreal. Even after seeing it a second time. You'd move in perfect harmony with the rivers and seas of this world.
Aber wir können nicht bleiben. Sos und ich, wir haben Leute, die auf uns warten. Ein Zuhause, das uns zurückruft.
The Astral Express, isn't it? March 7th? The one you always mention. I'd like to meet her someday.
Ich bin mir sicher, dass ihr beide euch wunderbar verstehen
I can
würdet.
almost see the three of you traveling together, laughing and sharing moments.
Und du, Hyacinth, fühlst du keine
Of
Traurigkeit?
course I do. A sharp, aching sadness. I feel every bit of it.
Warum es verstecken? Niemand hier würde sich darüber lustig machen, dass du wahre Verletzlichkeit zeigst.
As a healer from the Twilight Courtyard, Don Hung, it's my duty to stay composed in front of those suffering from illness. A sorrowful expression would only add to their burden. The world I love is the one suffering now. How could I face it with a frown?
Leb wohl, Hyacinthia.
Bye, everyone. Please, become the heroes this world needs. And as for the final blank page of this epic, the lives and stories of ordinary mortals. I'll guard them until the very end.
Vor ein paar Tagen im Hof der Dämmerung in Okima.
Miss Hyacinth, are you really leaving?
Yes. Lord Finan has already set the date for our departure. As a descendant of the Sky Hero, I must prepare myself and carry this responsibility.
What about this new Twilight Courtyard?
Believe in yourself, Clementine. You're an exceptional healer, more than capable of handling things on your own. The patients trust you, and you've earned that trust. That's what matters, isn't it?
Miss Clementine's medical skills are amazing! We believe you'll make the Twilight Courtyard proud.
Thank you, Lady Treby. I'll do my best. I just don't have the same confidence and certainty as Miss Hyacinth. No matter how severe the illness or injury, she always faces it with a smile.
Honestly, I'm not confident about everything, Clementine. I've just learned how to hide my unease well. It's a skill I consider essential.
It's hard to imagine anything making Miss Hyacinth feel uncertain.
Well, shall I give you an example? Since Lady Treby happens to be here too.
Wait, you're part of this?
Look at the Flame Chase journey. Since Lady Aglaya took over the leadership of Okima, every Chrysos heir entrusted with the core flame, aside from Professor Anaxa, was personally chosen by her. I was the outlier. The hero Celiosi entrusted her bloodline with the legacy of the sky. Lady Aglaya's thoughts on my potential remained a mystery, even up till the day she left. So I've always carried a lingering doubt about my ability to fulfill this role.
Lady Treby, why are you laughing?
The answer Cindy wants is simple. Just try looking at it from another perspective. Imagine this. Knowing Aggie's personality, if she believed you weren't worthy, don't you think she would have considered other plans?
Now that I think about it, I feel much better.
I may not have Lady Aglaya's keen judgment, but I would never question your resolve, Miss Hyacinth.
Thank you, Clementine. I had a sudden thought, Lady Treby. Before I depart, can you teach me the words for returning the core flame? I've always been at the Grove helping with lectures and never had the chance to come to Okima. The phrases everyone has memorized still feel unfamiliar to me. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of everyone when it's my turn to return the core flame.
It's easy. We can teach you right now. Let's go. We will say a line, and you repeat after us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans.
O Majesty of the 12 Titans.
Pillars of the world.
Pillars of the world.
We seek your divinity.
We seek your divinity.
To mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. Surrender the core flame, Chrysos heir. Cindy, are they?
Lord Solibus, Lady Lunabis, the mission of the Skyfolk has been completed. Your watch can finally come to an end.
We thank you, Miss Hyacinth.
Even though we were the source of that false legend, you still brought us freedom.
Please, don't say that. Without your wings, we would have struggled to progress in the Eye of Twilight. Akuma is on the brink. And I must quickly embrace the role of demigod to protect everyone with the power of the sky. Honored ones, please tell me, what trials lie ahead for me to complete?
I think you've already done everything you were meant to, Miss Hyacinth. What do you think, Seliosi? The Sky Folk.
Lady Seliosi? I see. After all these long years, your will has merged with the Titan's divinity.
I deeply regret. I beg for forgiveness. The darkness in the human heart clouded my judgment. I failed to recognize the resilience buried deep within.
Of those present that day, I don't know how many were innocent, how many truly deserved their fate. That's why I cannot forgive you on their behalf, Lady Seliosi. The spirits of my ancestors resonated with me. You exiled our people, and they may never forgive you for that. But at least there is one thing we can agree on. The truth that no one can distort. The courage it took to defy the gods was undeniable, unwavering. That same spirit now lives on in those who walk the flame-chased journey.
You were the spark that set this era in motion, Seliosi.
An age where heroes rise and epic stories are told far and wide. An age where a flame of hope was preserved for the world.
Perhaps this is what I longed for. Now, I can finally rest in peace.
Even in that darkest moment, Lady Seliosi, you still held compassion for mortals, didn't you? Even with the Titan's power, you didn't punish the world by letting the sky fall. I imagine you were waiting for someone to bring redemption. Trust me with the power of the sky. I am merely a healer. I could never match your strength, even with that power. Thankfully, the world no longer needs a demigod who can summon thunder and storms. What I must do is merge with the sky and cast down a gentle rainbow, protecting as many lives as I can. Professor Nexa, do you remember that lesson? In the end, I followed the path of my ancestors, returning to the sky. I didn't return to the earth to walk with the people, but even so, I still achieved my dream.
Hyacinthia. Thank you.
Der Himmel brennt.
Akuma's dawn has come to an end. Why is this happening?
Kann heißen, wurde das nicht von der Prophezeiung vorhergesagt?
Tribi would have made sure to warn us if there were any mention of it. Even if Hyacinth takes the divine authority of the sky, she probably won't be able to banish this darkness. The black tide. Its power probably surpasses even that of the Titans. All we can do is hope she can protect as many lives as possible.
Is this the end for Akuma?
Don't give up. We're the ones leading this journey, so we can't afford to lose our way.
Das Unerwartete ist immer ein Teil unserer Reise. Wir werden bis zum Ende bei Okima bleiben, egal was passiert. Da drüben siehst du erst, die kaputte Struktur sieht aus, als wären sie durchsichtig geworden.
I've never seen anything like this before. Could the Black Tide be the cause? There are too many things we don't understand, and we don't have time to figure out. We can't delay any longer. Let's head down. Hopefully Kefali's core flame is still safe. I'm confident that Miss Cypher will do everything in her power to fulfill her duty.
Ja, die hat leider nicht mehr viel zu erfüllen.
The transport platform's route is blocked by rubble. Partner, help buy us some time.
Komm doch mal über so einen fliegenden Scheißer.
Good job. Now we can get off the mountain. A black tide creature. A dawn cloud. Oh no. The people in the city.
Und weiter.
We must find out where they've reached the city from. Triby, please hold on till we get back.
Die können ja auch nix, ey. Mehr Feinde, es geht nicht.
Anyone who dares stand in our way will get a taste of Dawnmaker's edge.
No danger detected. But never let your guard down.
Oh, da lebt ja noch einer. Wenn ich so einer hab, mal wen besiegt. Aber der sagt nichts.
Over there! Kefali's core flame is being kept in the center of the council. We must retrieve it and bring it back to the vortex of Genesis.
Du meinst?
Worst case scenario, we need to be prepared to return Kefali's core flame. If the end is indeed upon us, we no longer have time to investigate the truth behind the miracle. We'll have to trust that Professor Anax's hypothesis is the only option. Apologies, Aglaia. I promised you that I would leave the choice of Era Nova to the people of Amphorius. But I'm afraid there's no room for doubts now. Her will to heal the world is so strong. We'll definitely sense it if she's succeeded.
Oh, wer steht da?
Skyfather Kefali, please forgive these ignorant and lowly children of humanity. They are so utterly naive that they think of the golden-blooded heretics as deliverers. This blood-red sky and the raging flames and demons throughout the land will purge their foolishness.
Kindness.
Lord Deliverer, why don't you join me in praying to the benevolent Kefali? Cast your eyes on this ravaged land. All of this, sins committed by you, blasphemous heretics.
Sieht so aus, als hätte sie eine Schraube locker. Wir sollten unsere Zeit nicht mit einer erbärmlichen Verrückten verschwenden.
Danhang is right. My sword yearns to end your pathetic life. But to a cornered dog like you, the most deserving punishment is to personally witness the Chrysos heirs fulfill their mission. Only then will you truly know how meaningless and foolish your past transgressions were.
Fulfill your mission. Kevali's core flame is long lost to the winds. How will you fulfill the prophecy?
Alle Winde verwirrt?
She's gone completely mad. To the point where she's just spewing nonsense. For the longest time, Kevali's core flame has been worshipped here. Only core members of the Council of Elders know how to activate the core flame casket.
Sollen wir jetzt ein Kernmitglied finden?
No. There's no need for such trouble. Professor Anaxa taught me more than just what was in the textbooks. During his time at Dawn Cloud, Professor Anaxa conducted surveys in various areas. I still remember the words he used. All-knowing Father who bears the world, please share a glimpse of your merciful gaze with me. Cast down the Titan's fire that hangs at the pinnacle of the world, for your devout creations to behold. It worked. One step left to undo its arcane seal. Partner, I may require your strength again.
Die Schatulle der Kernflamme wird zum Aufbewahren wichtiger Gegenstände verwendet. Wenn sie aktiviert wird, erscheinen Schlüssellöcher, bla bla bla. Drehen kann ich nicht. Ja, wird schon funktionieren. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was ich gemacht habe, aber es hat scheinbar
funktioniert. Take the core
funktioniert.
flame and let's hurry down the mountain. Donhung, can you use the spirit water art again?
Ich habe mein ganzes Geistwasser aufgebraucht und gerade jetzt, nachdem wir das Auge des Zwillichts verlassen haben, spüre ich, wie die Gewässer von Amphoris ihre Verbindung mit mir lösten.
Is this also a result of the black tide? Looks like all we can do is sprint down the mountain.
You all thought I completely lost my mind. If the core flame was never tampered with and has always remained here untouched, you all think I wouldn't have the power to take it away?
Wieso wir nach der Kernflamme
Calm
suchen?
down and think carefully.
I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
There's no need to worry about the core flame's whereabouts. Let's just descend the mountain.
No need to worry? But...
Before setting off to defeat Aquila, I entrusted Miss Cypher with the task of protecting Kefali's core flame while we were gone. By any means necessary. If the core flame isn't here, that means she must have done something to it. In other words, she fulfilled her duty using her own means. We just have to focus on getting to the vortex of Genesis, and Cypher will meet us there for sure.
Was, wenn ihr etwas zugestoßen ist? Was, wenn sie es nicht geschafft
Friends,
hat?
we have no choice other than to trust her. If the nearest ritual basin is 10,000 paces away, then what we have to do is to run in that direction and hope she meets us after 1,000 paces. If she doesn't show up, we will keep going and trust that we will see her at 2,000 paces. 3, 4, 5,000. I will keep hoping with the same resolve all the way until she shows up in front of us with her usual rebellious attitude.
Ich verstehe. Zumindest bis zum heutigen Tag ist meiner Erinnerung nach keine Ärger von Chrysos jemals bei der Flammenjagd gescheitert.
She will be no exception. But before that,
Bekommen
we
das
must
Ziel.
survive and break through this siege.
Natürlich, Partner.
Attack detected. Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes!
As you wish.
I won't do. Forever triumph! Victory is inevitable!
Set the seas ablaze!
Wilt hear.
Und wir holen den Drachen raus.
Embrace a new life.
What's in your prescription?
Da kriegen die Nächsten auch gleich was ab. Ist genug für alle da.
Fight to live!
Never hesitate!
As you wish.
I won't do. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
It's done. Let's go.
Feinern. Ein wohlverdientes Schicksal.
Perhaps. But as a cleaner, she was willing to absorb a millennium of identities and memories for an objective that hasn't changed in that time. I suppose this is also a form of extreme but twisted resilience. Let's go. It's time to leave this place.
Everyone, can we run faster? I've got a bad feeling.
Ich weiß nicht mehr wohin. Da lang. Wenigstens ist die alte mal weg. Und jetzt schon wieder.
Everyone, look behind us.
Oh, super.
In the end, they still showed up.
Möchtest du die Ergebnisse deines Trainings testen?
No. Now is not the time. I've been waiting for a chance to face them head on. But not now. If we take the fight here, then lose, the consequences would be irreversible. Come on. We have to get out of here. Keep running. And never turn back.
Immer schön weiter.
They will catch up to us sooner or later. Keep running. Don't stop.
It's him! Lord Finan!
Impressive. Impeccable.
What?
Wie hat er?
Has descended as ordained.
Clones, illusions. Nothing but cheap tricks to help you hide in the shadows.
The sky has returned to its rightful place. This world must be reset.
What are they talking about?
The end you seek is also the miracle of Genesis. If so, you should be standing alongside the Chrysos heirs. Why do you hinder us, Flame Reaver?
Tusk has descended as ordained. Must reset.
In seiner Zeit die Früchte seiner... er wiederholt sich die ganze Zeit.
If words won't work, then we can only express our resolve with our blades. We shoulder the fates and futures of too many people. We will not fall here!
Ah.
Leave this to casters and me.
Over here!
Go!
That was really close.
It's too early to relax. The Flame Reaver is a master in the art of deceit. Even Mighty may not be able to restrain them. I never thought I would leave him alone on the battlefield twice. But now isn't the time to be thinking about this.
Trippy ist uns nicht gefolgt. Beabsichtigt hier oben zu bleiben, um Mighty zu helfen? So was kannst du noch laufen?
Protect us! Skyfather, save us!
Jemand ruft um Hilfe dort drüben.
Black Tide creatures are threatening the people. We can't just stand by and watch. Let's end this quickly. That rainbow barrier.
Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes!
Schön, alle wieder wegmachen.
Wilt here.
That won't do. Forever triumph! Victory is inevitable!
Fight till
Ja, Mighty Maus gibt's auch noch. Der hat aber keinen guten Job gemacht, um die schwarze Flut aufzuhalten.
Too slow.
As you wish.
that hurts a bit.
Embrace a new life.
What's in your prescription? Every victory is hard won.
Everyone, you're all safe. For now.
Thank you, Lord Finan.
It is someone else who deserves your thanks. Those Black Tide creatures just now couldn't breach this barrier. This energy feels familiar. Like the luminous arts that Hyacinth uses to treat people. But it is much more powerful.
Sieht aus, als hätte sie es geschafft.
Yeah. Citizens, my companions and I can't stay long. Before reinforcements arrive, please do not step out of this barrier. This is a miracle left by the demigod Hyacinth.
Miss Hyacinth has also become a demigod, like Lady Aglaya? We understand. We will not leave her protection until you return, Lord Finan.
I won't make empty promises. I might not be able to return in the near future. But even if there's no perfect solution, I will make a choice that fulfills this mission.
Oh, ist es nicht die Kleine vor dem einen? Nee. Aber es löst sich hier auch alles in digitale Dinger auf, ne?
The people in the market. Sartonis! Quick! Let's go check on him! Cortonis, hang in there!
Returned, Finan. Burning the holy city is... To resist, I did all I could.
You shouldn't be on the front line at your age, Grand Craftsman. Where are the citizens? What's the situation at Marmorial Market?
Organizing their escape. The holy city guards are... But where to flee to, no one knows. Descended from the sky, the rainbow barrier did.
I fear this is Amphorius' end, Cartonus. There is only one way to save our home.
Finally come true. The Sky Father's prophecy. Go for miracle. Deliverer, you shall become. One more thing. There is, waiting at the vortex of Genesis, Lady Trinan is. Kefali's core flame is safe, she said.
Trinan.
Kehrt 100 schwarzen Flug, bereitet euch den Kampf vor.
Urgent. The situation is. Leave them to me.
Aber.
Died. I should have kept me here. The power of the rainbow light did. But if destined, inescapable death is, why not leave behind some glory?
You've been forging nothing but glory your entire life, old friend. For others, and for yourself. May you never see the slightest glimpse of war in the New World. Farewell, Grand Craftsman. Let us depart to the Chrysos air baths.
For battle. These hands were not meant, but if to protect the holy city's future to the final moment, I will fight!
Cartonus said that Trinan had news of the core flame. As expected, Miss Cypher did not fail her mission.
Das Bad der Erben von Chrysos, keine Menschenseele zu sehen. Diese durchsichtigen Strukturen sind auch
These
hier.
buildings, I can feel it. Their memories are dissipating.
Gebäude haben auch Erinnerungen?
Yes. The textures of memories are preserved within all things in Amphorius. Even a single brick or tile holds countless traces of the past.
There are no citizens trapped here, nor any signs of black-tide creatures. We have no reason to linger here. Let's head downstairs. The bath chamber isn't far away.
Gebäude haben auch Erinnerungen. Und wenn die sich löschen, dann lösen die Gebäude sich auf. Könnte man ein gutes Abrissunternehmen aufmachen. Kurz mal Erinnerungen löschen, Gebäude weg. Das Wasser des Bads vermittelt Kummer und Verzweiflung eine Art und Weise, die ich kaum begreifen kann. Oh.
They caught up to us. Don't tell me that mighty.
Nee, das sind Dinge. Oh, ist doch der echte. Können wir ihn direkt besiegen? Nein. Painan, bringst du so aus dem Strudel der Genesis. Ich werde hier bleiben und ihn aufhalten.
Dann Han. Hier.
Zögere nicht, Painan. Du hast noch immer die Mission der Era Nova. Wir wissen nicht, ob der Flammdieb noch weitere Klone hat. Sonst bleib bei Painan und beschütze ihn. Amphorianer sprechen oft von Schicksal. Das Schicksal der Trailblazers ist das Leben und den Tod einer jeden Welt mit unserer eigenen Existenz zu verbinden. Alle in der Besatzung warten immer noch auf unsere Rückkehr. Ich habe nicht die Absicht, mich von irgendjemandem für immer zu verabschieden. Keine Sorge. Ich werde alles in meiner Macht Stehende tun, um zu überleben.
Running out. Everything will be reset.
Geht.
You better keep your word, Danhang. You cannot die here.
Ja, der Format C angegeben. Wo immer fließendes Wasser ist, kann ich die Kraft nutzen, um den Schmutz zu beseitigen.
This power, unfamiliar. Who are you?
Selbst wenn ich nur ein vorbeiziehender Reisender wäre, würde ich nicht zögern, mein Leben hinzugeben, um die unbekannte Welt unter meinen Füßen zu schützen. Dies ist der vorbestimmte Weg, dem ein Trailblazer nicht entkommen kann. Ich bin ein Namenloser und was ich tun werde, ist es, alle Hoffnung zu verteidigen, die kurz vor dem Verschwinden steht.
Follow me.
Würdet ihr euch weniger unterhalten und mehr laufen, Alter, dann wäre das alles viel einfacher.
Lord Finan. Finally, you're all back.
Even in such desperate times, you still managed to keep your promise to me. I am grateful beyond words.
Finan, what is this?
The Flame Reaver is wreaking havoc in the city, and they still have many clones. Zeph, please get someone to inform Kratos, and have him lead the most elite guards to defend the city's passages. Until I complete the core flame ritual. Please, do everything you can to rescue the citizens in the city.
Understood, Lord Finan.
Der Trailblazer hat mal wieder gesprochen. Das hat er schon mehrfach mittlerweile gemacht.
Nemosity. Several citizens are trapped in the Garden of Life and are temporarily seeking refuge under Hyacinth's barrier. Though, I also don't know where to shelter them.
Leave this to us, Lord Finan. Just focus on your own mission.
All right. As for the two Trailblazers, I'll also leave them to you.
Was um alles in der Welt geht dir vor?
My apologies, partner. I acted on my own this time. I prepared for the worst before the fight against Aquila. Even if there came a day when Akuma was taken by the Black Tide, as long as we defeated Aquila, lifting the sky's curse, you and Don Hung would at least have a chance to get home safely.
Der Fortschrittsspeicher steht schon bei 95% und dürfen das Ende nicht sehen.
I know this is hard to accept. But even if it means being resented for the rest of my life, I still have to be responsible for you. Friend, you and Don Hung taught me the spirit of trailblazing. The best decision I ever made in my life was when I followed my intuition and chose to trust you. Don Hung told me many stories about the adventures of the Nameless. Two of them left a deep impression on me, Belobog and Penacony. The first story taught me that the fate of a world should be in the hands of its people. And even if the Nameless are willing to risk everything for an unfamiliar world, in the end, you still have to embark on a new journey and go to the next world that needs saving, because that's your mission. The path you follow. In the second story, Don Hung told me about the few Nameless who sacrificed their lives for the prison world. I know very well that the two of you are willing to make the same choice for Amphorius. After hearing those stories, I made up my mind. I won't let your journey end here. Somewhere beyond the sky, where Amphorians have never reached, there are many people waiting for you to come home. The prophecy has always remained shrouded in ambiguity. Even if the 12th core flame is returned, no one knows how the Era Nova will manifest, let alone if the miracle will extend its favor to two visitors from beyond the sky. Before stepping into a fate unknown, the last thing I can do is help you return to your family.
Prophezeiung hin oder her, wir können jetzt nicht zurück.
Please, don't worry. Lord Finan has already entrusted Elder Lygus to fix your transport.
Lady Trinan's sentry gate is open on the main street outside Akuma's walls.
I'm sorry for making such an unreasonable request of you all. But we live in an imperfect age, where there is never a perfect choice.
Ich habe das Recht, Zeuge des Endes des Trailblazers zu werden. Denk nicht immer dran, mich davon abzuhalten. Ein Held muss nicht die ganze Last auf sich allein nehmen. Du bist nicht mehr so selbstfeindlich. Ich habe das Recht, Zeuge des Endes des Trailblazers zu werden.
Every one of us has the right to make our own choices. If you can't accept my decision on your behalf, then use your choice to open up a new path. That's what you're best at, right? Regardless, Danhong is still holding on for his life. Don't keep him waiting too long.
Da hätte ich gleich bei ihm bleiben können.
One day I hope we will reunite under the constellations. When that time comes, we can hold a belated victory feast. How about that? The spirit water has dried up. At last. Why is nothing going right? Calm down. There might be another way in. The closest ritual basin, the other chrysosers.
Snowy.
Trinan! I thought you'd be waiting at the vortex of Genesis. Are you alright?
When Akuma's night descended, all the spirit water dried up along with it. We anticipated that you'd be on edge, so we came ahead to wait for you.
You've always been the ones who knew me best. Kevali's core flame. You know where it is?
Yes. Little Syphie protected the core flame well. No one would be able to guess where she stashed it.
Das ist am Schuh.
Bartolos, you can come on out. I don't have to pretend to be an envelope anymore! That was suffocating.
Bartolos? What in the world?
Hey, you better watch your tone, brat. That core flame that the entire world is after is currently nestled in the depths of my bottomless tummy!
This certainly was unexpected.
Huh? Your reaction's too composed. It's completely different from what I was anticipating. Bartolos, Snowy still doesn't know the truth behind Akuma's eternal daylight. Ah, you're right. Well, then you'd better strap in and listen up, brat. That girl Cyphera spun a grand lie that deceived all of Amphorius. She tricked all of you into believing that that giant ball on Kefali's back would cast light over Akuma forever. Not just that. She even managed to pull that dumb ascension trial and allowed me, the great Zagreus, to survive! Hey, Brad, you... still no reaction from you? Yeah, dang it. No fun at all. I'm sorely disappointed.
So for the last 1,000 years, what maintained Akuma's eternal daylight was not Kefali's miracle, but Cypher's lie, woven using the divine authority of trickery.
Ah, ihre Macht, Lügen in Wahrheit zu verwandeln. Solange es alle glauben, ist es wahr. Wow.
But now, the lie has come undone. Which means...
Well, you didn't guess wrong. Cyphera has already passed, and all her lies have scattered to the winds like ash.
But you just said you, Zagreus, relied on Cypher's lie to keep living. If she is already...
Guess you're not as smart as I thought, Brad. Don't forget, I'm one of the 12 Titans of Amphorius. And this core flame in my belly, is it not the core that maintains a Titan's life and divinity?
So you're going to hand the core flame over to us? Just like that?
Just so. How about it? Let's hear some groveling gratitude, huh?
Why? In the myths, Zagreus was the most cowardly and shameful of the Titans.
Hey, stop slandering me with those fabricated tales. My pursuits are far greater than one measly life. Let me tell you then, my lifelong ambition was to work with Cypher to conjure the greatest trick in the world. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities, and no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. But with an exquisitely brilliant scheme, we fooled all the fools, villains, and disasters of this world, and achieved that 1 in 100 million possibility. This is the miracle I wish to achieve in my life's pursuit, even at the cost of turning into this. Take the core flame with you, brat. Go finish your mission. Remember this well. What saved Amphorius wasn't the grace of that simpleton Kefali, nor was it the babbling of that child Oryx. It was the divine power of me, scorned by all, and the millennium-long lie of a cat-eared thief.
Zagreus holt die Kernflamme raus, die Käferle gehört und die in seinem Magen versteckt war. Sein göttlicher Körper auf die Gestalt eines Diebesgeistes reduziert, löst sich in Staub auf, sein ungezügliches Lachen.
Strife, death, trickery.
Kann ich das eigentlich hier lesen? Oh ja, löst den Staub, sein ungezügliches Lachen verflüchtigt sich im Wind.
So those signs deemed as harbingers of calamity will also leave behind marks in the tale of deliverance.
With this, the final core flame can be returned to its rightful place. The spirit water in the holy city has all dried up. We can try to break the sealing magic of Fagusa's priests, and use the Century Gate to send you into the vortex of Genesis. But that will likely exhaust any remaining power of Yanis that we have. After that, the rest is up to you, Snowy.
Farewells. I've almost grown numb to them at this point. Right now, I can't even utter a plain goodbye.
Snowy.
Don't worry, Trina. I'm no longer the empty shell that Aglaya brought back to Akuma. For every companion who couldn't reach the end, their conviction to save the world became a part of me, piecing together the soul I once lost. I lost my home village, but you, Aglaya, and everyone else created a second home for me. Now that this home is also in danger, it is my turn to repay your kindness and create a new world that can carry everyone's wishes. I hope that in that new world, a new sun will rise, bringing one dawn after another to all.
Snowy, you've grown into the person Aggie always dreamed of. Indeed, we don't need to say goodbye here, because even without the prophecy, we have the confidence to say you will become that rising sun, and all of us will see each other again tomorrow. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is destiny.
Become the dawn. Deliver.
Das ist mittlerweile schon nicht mehr schockierend. Hertha?
Burning skies, shattered statues, corpses strewn everywhere. What a mess. If this is what the inside of Amphorius looks like, it's truly shocking. To be honest, I was initially skeptical, but right now, I'm starting to see your point. Screwy.
If that's the case, Herta, do you now have enough reason to believe my conjecture about the true nature of Amphorius?
Let's not expand on that topic just yet. That Intellitron, Lygus, was it? He's not completely dead. That was probably a fake body. Something behind it is still defying us.
I must admit, even if both of us worked together, it wouldn't be a simple task piercing through its defenses.
Könnt ihr mal jetzt endlich vorbeikommen, Alter? Ihr schaut aber nur zu, ihr Penner.
For now, we can only observe this world as bystanders.
Ach, halt's Maul.
I knew we should have brought Steven along. No wonder the Garden of Recollection wants to work with the Astral Express. Without the power of the Trailblaze, it'd be impossible to unearth this place's secrets. But in the end, the garden emerged unscathed, and it was the Nameless who got burnt. Curiosity definitely killed Aki. That big guy over there, the black ball spewing meteors, you think it's got anything to do with the Lord Ravager?
Alas, without sufficient computational power in the stream projection, I am unable to analyze the path energy. Suggestion: the immediate priority now is to find the whereabouts of the two Nameless. Research priority on the destruction can be lowered. Every second counts before that Intellitron's preventative measures kick in.
All right. Stop making a fuss. How many times have we collaborated, and when did it ever not end in a perfect outcome? Why not add another mission objective while we're at it? The card-playing memo keeper told me that the frozen Trailblazer girl might just also be trapped inside Amphorius.
If time allows, I will also investigate March 7th's whereabouts. Herta, do you hear that? A wave of desperate cries from the heart of the mountain city. The lives there are undergoing intense suffering. Conclusion: the butterfly has already flapped its wings, and an impending storm closes in. The Nameless are important allies, and you and I have matters to attend to, Herta. I beseech you, in moments when a choice needs to be made, one must not be distracted due to personal interests.
Of course I know that. Fate really is a game of dice, Screwy. Who'd have thought that thing once sowed chaos across the cosmos, causing the Intelligentsia Guild to splinter and disintegrate? It wasn't until I cracked the solitary waves theory that its lingering effects were put to an end. Yet, in a forgotten corner of the cosmos, one slipped through the net and remained operational. And it was this machine that eventually became the cradle for the birth of a certain Lord Ravager. The source of Amphorius' tragedy is an Emperor's scepter that survived to this day.
This is what the world looked like originally.
Ach so, hier drin.
And what are you doing here? Answer my question, Lygus.
Ah, another hero has arrived at the vortex. I can no longer remember how many times this has happened. The author of each epic, as the prophecy has foretold, stays their pen at this point. Just like each cycle of the extrapolation, in accordance to their primordial design, ends here. No need to panic, Lord Finearm. I stepped into this space purely for one purpose: to witness the prophecy's miracle of Genesis.
You've never expressed interest in the Flame Chase journey. When my companions and I ran, bled, and sacrificed for the core flames, you never so much as lifted a finger. An indifferent observer. An anti-Catharan who's neutral till the end. Why would you suddenly express concern for the Chrysos heir's mission?
When that lone swordmaster left everything behind, plunging into a sea of madness, I was on the shore, listening. When that mighty lord shed his armor, filling the crevices of the earth with his iron bones, I was on the mountaintop, gazing down. Across 1,000 years of the flame chase journey, I have witnessed the ardor, resolve, division, and unity of the Chrysos heirs with mine own eyes. Just as you were all born to shoulder the guidance of the prophecy, I too have bathed in the gaze of distant stars, have seen the deepest, darkest of destinies. I will become the most loyal reader of the epics, a spectator voraciously consuming the valorous deeds of you heroes.
Es ist wie sein eigener Film, dem er ständig zuschaut. Oh, die ganzen Heldentaten und Tragödien und alles. Elender Bastard.
The gaze of distant stars.
One day you will understand, but not now. At this moment, please disregard this observer and finish what you must, Lord Finon.
I once believed that as long as I chased the flames relentlessly, the fog before me would clear, and fate would reveal its truest form. But along the way, they, all who passed, never once received the justice promised by the prophecy.
I have perceived. Outside the vortex, the world is collapsing, and the children of humanity are crying. But you, Lord Finon, will bury the old world with that core flame, bringing all things into a gray unknown.
It doesn't matter. This cruel flame chase journey has made me abandon my fantasies. The future is not a paradise with a gentle west wind, waiting for us to step in. If what lies ahead is a mass of chaos, I will tear it apart. Then usher in the first ray of blazing sunlight.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. Yet this time, will an epic with endless cycles.
Nee, die eine Bekannte, was er hatte.
Is it you?
Turn a new page.
Of course.
März?
This will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
März 2. Nein, März 3. Wir haben März und Hündchenform auch noch. Sonne wird bald vergehen. Helden verlangen Start. Namenlose Rückerinnerungen. Lügen wurden aufgedeckt, der Himmel zerstört, das Ende bleibt verborgen. Durch Odysseen, die an der Fahrt geätzt sind, übergeben wir die schattigen Geschichte den Büchern. Sprich mit Wachen und triff dich mit Anhängen. Dann okay. Dann sind wir hier fertig. Hä, was ist da oben? Achso, das Zeug. Ist mir nie aufgefallen, dass das da oben auftaucht. Damit du zu den Sachen kommst. War das vorher schon so? Müssen wir mal hier zum Abkassieren. Nein, geh weg. Langer Stream heute gewesen. Ja, ich habe eigentlich bloß 2 Stunden vorgehabt und dann dachte ich mir so, es ist dann halt auch richtig gut geworden, Alter. Selbst mit den langen Dialogen war es schon sehr geil eigentlich. Fand ich super. Mein größter Kritikpunkt ist einfach, es ist ein bisschen wie bei Attack on Titan zum Beispiel. Gut, ich habe nur die ersten 3 Staffeln gesehen. Ab einer bestimmten Stelle, wo einfach anfangen alle zu verrecken, interessiert sich eigentlich noch ein Scheißdreck, ob irgendwer drauf geht. Merkwürdiges Ende für Patch 3.3. Ja, halt, Ding halt wieder fürs nächste. Cliffhanger. Mich stört's persönlich, wenn irgendwann einfach alle anfangen wegzusterben. Ich meine, ja, okay, es muss nicht immer alles Friede, Freude, Eierkuchen sein und so. Aber, keine Ahnung, irgendwie so, Cypher wäre locker entkommen, stirbt nur wegen so einer dämlichen Münze. Dann, Chibios muss sich da irgendwie opfern irgendwie, keine Ahnung. Weil vorhersehbar. Nee, weil du eigentlich schon weißt, wundert dich überhaupt nicht mehr, dass wer drauf geht. Ja, doch, schon vorhersehbar eigentlich. Aber trotzdem eine coole Story. Aber ich will ehrlich sein, mich interessiert mittlerweile weniger an Forios, sondern eher, was die anderen treiben. Das ist irgendwie so das mit Hertha finde ich und so und das Skrulum und so alles und was dann mit dem Verwüsterfürsten jetzt dann da war, das interessiert mich irgendwie noch viel mehr als der ganze Flammenjagd-Scheiß da. Aber das sehen wir dann, wenn wir das nächste Mal weiterspielen. Schauen wir mal. Nachdem wir heute so lange gespielt haben, werden wir dann... Wobei, ich schmeiß jetzt erstmal unsere YouTube-Freunde raus. Die, wo die einzelnen Folgen schauen, wobei ich endlich mal die schneiden müsste und hochladen müsste. Macht's gut und Servus.